Welcome back, ladies and gents, to even more Let's Play Lost Crown, a ghost hunting adventure. Last time we got stuck in this church, or well, the graveyard and everything around it. I did manage to figure out though what he's lost. Like I said, it's very important and blah blah blah. So I actually been playing around with it for like 20 minutes. I managed to go and I went outside. First I thought it had something to do with the flowers. It's maybe something I've forgotten in there, or a ring or something. But you know, you get lost when you. And then I looked at this, and I thought, like, maybe it's this thing. No, you can't detach it, and just a poem. Click around here, and it's this, because he has, of course, lost...
Thursday. The vicar lost Thursday.
Yeah! He lost a day. Impressive, but, I mean, yeah, I've forgotten what day it is too, but... Memorial, blah, blah, blah. Right, maybe now we can leave. Yo, vicar! He's got something for yous. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Good afternoon.
Blah.
Oh.
Blah.
I found this on the notice board. It appears to be a service plan for next Thursday.
Oh, dearie me. Yes, I lost Thursday. I'm always losing Thursday. Bless you, young man. My week is complete.
Great.
Oh goodness, I'm late delivering Thursday to the flower arrangers. The WI women create the most lovely arrangements. A true symphony of petal, bud and leaf. Take Thursday and give it to Nanny Noah. She'll know what to do.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sure I can do that. I was planning to return to Saxton once my business here is finished.
Business? Oh, how very odd. What business?
So them Ager mean anything to you? By the way, did you notice he said like, I plan to return to Saxton sometime soon. After I finish my business, which is pretty much like, you're done here, go home, pretty much.
Does the name Ager mean anything to
And of course the lovely sound of...
Ager? Yes,
No, not
that
that
name
one.
does ring a bell.
That one.
Let me see.
No, I'm savoring this. I believe the Agers live nearby.
I believe the Agers lived nearby.
It's a very old name in these parts, so I wouldn't doubt it. There's a William Ager buried in the churchyard, along with his ancestors.
Did the Agers have strong connections with Northfield Church?
Did the Agers have strong connections with Northfield Church?
Oh, good heavens, yes. Thomas Ager, who died in 1799, was a rector of this very church. I must say that I am thrilled to find our history so interesting.
Thomas Ager was a vicar?
Thomas Ager was a vicar?
No, dear boy. He was a rector. There's a difference.
Okay, so there is a difference. Because rector here means, in Swedish, rektor, it basically means like principal or headmaster or something like that. They're kind of like, wait, that doesn't... How does rector mean... I don't...
Did he worship here, at the church?
Oh yes, he was a most devout servant. His name is listed on the rood screen by the chancel. You'll find it if you look.
Why did the music go all satanic on me?
What happened to Thomas Ager?
It's interesting that you should ask, as there's a whiff of mystery surrounding his later years. He came into a large sum of money, most of which he ploughed straight back into the church. When money is given to such a worthwhile cause, people tend to accept, no questions asked.
Very true, very true. I mean, if someone handed me a bunch of money, like, hey, here's money. Like, first thing, like, I'm probably the only man in the entire world who just like, where does this come from, and why are you handing it to me, pretty much. Did Thomas Ager have a large family?
Did Thomas Ager have a large family?
The Agers were a very large family in Thomas's time. Slowly the family number decreased, and finally vanished some years ago. William was the last, poor wretched soul. He drove himself to an early grave, you know. He was in a terrible state. The family line was drawing to a close, and he feared there would be nobody to carry the family name. I always sensed that he carried with him a terrible burden, secret of some description. Perhaps it was a family secret, passed down from one generation to the next. I dare say old Thomas Ager would have shared the burden in his time. But that is all in the past, and we must always look to the future.
Yeah, very good. Very nice. Very well put. Can I ask you something else?
Can I ask
I've already forgotten everything you just said. Can I ask you about the church?
Can I ask you about the church?
Of course you may. Go ahead.
Who is that in the painting? Ager.
Who is that in the painting?
Ah, that's my great. Oh, he's an ancestor, a very old one. He was vicar of this parish for 50 years, back in the 18th century. He knew a thing or two about keeping the heathen masses subdued. I
don't
can
like that
only
word.
wish I shared his talent in that department. I must say, it is wonderful to meet someone of your generation who is interested in our history. What makes you so different?
Okay, I'm curious. Pretty much, yeah. This is pretty much me right there.
It comes naturally. I've always been interested in history.
Motivation is always a good thing, no matter what the
And
cause.
again with the satanic
The
music.
devil makes work for idle hands, you know.
I keep my hands very busy. How long have you been a vicar of this church?
How long have you been vicar of this church?
A very short time. I moved back to this area 30 years ago. I'm still new to the parish.
30 years? I'm 30 years old. Why do people still see you as an outsider?
There are families around Northfield with ancestry dating back to the Doomsday Book. I am a very new arrival, you see.
I see. So they're basically inbred. Who is the statue? Who is the statue of the sleeping man?
Who is the statue of the sleeping man?
I have no idea. There are those who know these things, find them interesting, but I am not one of them. That statue takes up valuable church space and is a distraction to the congregation. It is a trial to keep their attention at the best of times.
It gives off a strange atmosphere, almost as if that corner of the church was special in some way.
Special? I have not noticed anything special.
Do you hear that racist voice? Do you play the violin, sir? Since it's pretty much shoved in our face in the foreground.
Do you play the violin?
No, not for an awfully long time. There just are not enough hours in the day.
There's always enough time
The
for
Lord, in
music.
all his generosity,
Always.
provides ample time for contemplation, but my violin will have to wait.
Shame. There's always time for music, even when I'm playing video games. Just watch my Let's Plays of Audiosurf 1 and Audiosurf 2, available now on YouTube. Just go to www.youtube. Alright, I bet this old church has secrets.
I bet this old church has secrets.
Oh dear, you young people are so adventurous these days.
Yeah,
Always looking for darkness in forgotten corners.
no, not darkness, just
mystery in your own shadow.
fun.
But I dare say this building has seen some horrors, mystery, and intrigue.
That's what I'm looking for.
They say the building is built upon an Anglo-Saxon sanctuary of reflection, whatever that means. If you are interested in such things, which you obviously are, you should speak with old Russet.
There must be the
You can
museum.
find him in the churchyard.
Oh, okay. Can I ask something else?
Can I ask some other questions?
Can I ask about the churchyard?
Can I ask about the churchyard?
I'll help you if I can.
Okay. Do you mind the crows? They seem to own the church.
Do you mind the crows?
He's gonna be pissed at me for doing this, I guess.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures
The
great
fuck?
and small. I cannot dislike the crows, dear boy. They are all God's creatures. Do the crows frighten?
He has a good point there. I can understand why people are so superstitious about them. No, I don't.
No, but they are rather maudlin.
What's
especially in a
maudlin?
churchyard.
I need to look this
The
up.
old faith in these parts believed that the crows were spies and messengers of the Dark Lords and Earth Gods. Silly, superstitious nonsense.
Very much so.
Although I must admit that they do seem to watch our progress through life with envious eyes.
If you see a bunch of crows, run. And a bunch of crows, like a big nest of them, is basically called a murder, which I think is awesome. Not murder, just the fact that it's called a murder of crows. And the churchyard is kept very well for such an isolated spot.
The churchyard is kept very well for such an isolated spot.
Oh yes, Mr. Russet keeps the place looking spick and span.
Yeah, he's
He's
good.
not hiding from the crows. He hates the feathered fiends.
Ah.
They terrify him, in fact.
Ow. We found the one guy who were afraid of them. Why is the church so isolated?
Why is the church so isolated?
The Black Death, my boy, the Black Death. There was once a thriving community based around the church tower.
Hmm?
When the disease struck the village, it came with no warning.
Hmm.
Whole generations were lost overnight. Terrible, terrible tragedy. No evidence of the old village remains, as many of the buildings are now hidden by the encroaching woodland beyond the church wall.
I see. Can I ask you some other questions,
Can
even
I
though I
ask
already
some other
asked them all?
questions?
I'll have to look around if you don't mind.
I'll have a look around, if you don't mind.
Feel free to...
Yeah. Fantastic, let's go. Should we pay another visit to the guy? We could.
I think I've collected enough
Ah.
information from here.
I wonder why I couldn't move.
Time to return to town.
Okay. I can do that. We go this way. Continue this way. And then we go down here, not up there. Down here! There we are. This cool rip. Which I think is really cool. It's a cool addition. Let's see if... Oops. Easy. Yeah. Cool addition. Let's walk to the
I
dark
think I've
woods.
collected enough information from here.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. That is why I clicked there. You don't need to repeat yourself over and over and over and over and over again. Thank you. He's gonna walk on his own. Here we are. Oh. My visit to Northfield Church answered many questions, but posed many more. The link between the Aga family and the crown. What were they hiding? What was their secret? The museum is bound to provide some clues. It's time for some research, then pop in for tea at Nanny Noah's. It's turning into quite an afternoon. Okay, let's see what we do. Discover the identity of those who may haunt Saxton and beyond. Okay. I mean, most of it can be like just a museum, I guess. Who was Thomas Aga referring to in his journal? Did he harm him in some way? Learn more about Northfield, the Agas, and other families. Who is depicted as a statue? We should know that by now, dude. Who owned the Harbor Cottage? By the way, this one you can ask the guy, because he's the one who told. Who owned Harbor Cottage before the Mancos? Why would they haunt the place? Who was Spy with the Smuggler? Does he haunt Saxton's caverns, and why? Papa and Nanny Noah's for tea. Need to give her the funeral plans for Thursday. I see. Shall we leave? Leaving. Leaving. Still leaving. There we go. And we're back in Sedgemarsh, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm basically thinking this is gonna take a while, so I will skip the travel back to our little cottage. No, wait. Is it cottage? No. We're going back to the museum. Where's my thing? There's my thing. Yep. Let's go to the museum first then. So I'll pop by when we get back there, and I'll record something if it happens on the way. See you later. Okay, Nanny Noah's not here. Probably went inside for the day, I guess. Maybe. No, this guy needs to be here now, right? Yes! Whoa. How you doing? I want to have a look around.